Hey guys, we got some clouds coming in. We're trying to get a video done quick on this 1971 Pontiac Lemans Sport two-door convertible. I'm taking a lot of pride in this car, me and Dalton are, because when it came in, we both loved the car, but it just didn't do anything for us. The car sat about 2 inches higher in the front, 2-3 inches higher in the back. They had like overload springs on the whole car. So we put brand new springs on all 4 corners. We put a hood tack, brand new hood tack, new rear spoiler. And I'll tell you what, we transformed this 1971 Pontiac Lemans Sport convertible that was just a luxury car into an awesome muscle car with an awesome stance. I mean, this car's got a great stance, a great sound. Dalton, let's go ahead and open the hood. And
while the look of the car looks like a muscle car, under the hood's what makes it a muscle car. Flip this up, big old 455, great running motor. I mean, that's what makes this a muscle car.
The motor looks great, guys. Engine compartment, this paint job's probably, I'm guessing probably 10 to 20 years old. It still shows very well. And when they did the paint job, they did a beautiful job under the hood. They painted the inner fenders, everything like that.
Very quality.
Yeah, nice car. We got the car in, we put new windshield wiper, washer, motor, all the new hoses, everything for that, so they all work properly. It's got power steering, it's got power brakes. So I'll do a check and see if it's got disc on the front.
Yeah.
Again, we're trying to beat the rain, guys. It's got front disc brakes on it. Dalton, why don't you go ahead and put the top up. All right, so if we go around the chrome, guys, the front bumper is absolutely beautiful. The grille is excellent. The chrome around the eyebrows and stuff are great on there as well. We do have just a couple tiny little dings, I noticed, very, very, very small on the top of that fender. But our hood gap is fantastic from front to back and side to side. Both sides of our hood gap is great. This paint and body, for being 10 to 20 years old, guys, is fantastic looking. It does have some imperfections that I'm going to point out around the back, and I'll get to that here in a little bit. Jason did a fantastic job when this thing was on the hoist. We detailed these chrome rims. They look beautiful. They got BFG RWL letter tires, 225/70, 14s on the front. As far as our front fender goes, it's in fantastic condition. No cracks or anything like that in the lower fender. It's in beautiful shape. Our lower door is in great shape from front to back. In front of the rear quarters, fantastic. No issues, no paint issues there whatsoever. Around the rear quarters, great. Back wheels are all polished, nice. Those Cragars look beautiful on there. The two main issues of the car, period, is a lot of times people will fill this little seam in here, and they did the same thing here. So it's got a couple little cracks, one here and one there. And it's got the same thing on the other side. You can see some paint imperfection right here and a very thin crack in the paint right across here. So that's the worst part on this whole entire car, guys. Check out the back end of it. The dual exhaust sounds awesome. It's got the GTO type dual exhaust. The rear spoilers just freshly painted. The back bumper is absolutely perfect. If we look up and down the sides, laser straight, great body. I just can't say enough good things about this car.
And this orange just reaches out and grabs you.
Yeah, it's a great color on this convertible, guys. And now that we got the spoiler and the hood tack, the wheel combination, it's just fantastic. One other flaw right here, guys, just in this seam seal on the paint. We got a crack in the paint down here on the seam seal line. Not a rust issue, nothing like that. It's just a seam seal in that in there. Bottom part of the door is fantastic. Rocker molding, wheel well trim, looks good. Lower fender, lower doors, excellent. We're gonna go ahead and go to the top. So Dalton went ahead and put the power top up.
Awesome.
Yeah, works perfect. Windows roll up and down nice.
The top is on a toggle switch.
Okay, we got a glass back window here, and the top is beautiful on both sides. So this gives us a good look with that black top. It's got black interior, and this car is ready to drive. Our door gap's really nice from top to bottom here. Again, I apologize for the sprinkles. We work really hard at detailing these cars out. It takes about 8-9 hours. Jason does a great job, so when he gets them ready here, we want to make sure we get them on so you guys can see them, enjoy them, and hopefully buy them. Door jamb paint looks just as good as the rest of the car. Interior is absolutely fantastic. Door panel is perfect, looks original, very, very nice. Rubbers are all nice. Roof rail rubbers are new. Rubbers around here on the windshield area is all brand new as well. It's got some nice Pioneer speakers in the kick panels. Paint the door jambs is all nice and thick in there. Inside the glove box, it's got our tire recommended size here, all original. It's got the Pontiac Lemans Sport original dash pad even, guys. I've never even noticed this before, Lemans Sport. Dash pad is perfect. It's the original. It's never had a cap on it. It's not a plastic cap. No cracks anywhere in the dash. Horn works. Check out the deluxe steering wheel, all the deluxe wood grain here. The odometer shows 6,754 miles. Judging by the car, I'm sure it's just 106 and not more than that. Our gas gauge works perfect. The clock does not work. It has aftermarket CD player and radio, and Dalton will mess with that when he gets in here. It's got SunPro gauges. Oil pressure is about 45 pounds. Amp gauge works great. Temperature is running right around 160. Heater fan works. Check out the console. So the wood grain on the console is fantastic. Got the 3-speed automatic transmission. The wood grain all along here, even when they put the aftermarket radio in, look what they did. They did a great job. They did not butcher this up whatsoever.
And with the aftermarket radio, if you look under those gauges there,
oh yeah,
there's your hookups for what would be like your USB, your phone. I think there's an aux one there too. You can play your music through there, jam out with the top down.
Oh, it's got a little speaker, so you can.
Oh, so you can use your Bluetooth with your phone.
Yeah.
Mount that.
Cool.
So it's ready to go.
Yeah. Very, very nice. The visors are in excellent shape. The inside of the top's really nice. Our pillars are nice.
Boot too. I don't know if you noticed that right away. And that boot fits great. Looks like new.
Okay. It has rear speakers in the back kick panels. I've owned this car before, Dalton. We'll kind of talk about it a little bit. As far as the GM factory seat belts for 3 in the back, and the back seat is absolutely perfect. Door panels are great. Carpet's nice. We'll go around to the other side, but this car inside and out, guys, is ready to drive to your next classic car show. We open up the doors, the door jamb on the driver's side is perfectly clean. Original, we have some yellowing here on this chrome there, as far as on the armrest base. Could be replaced. That could be an easy something to do. It's all original door panels, and they're in fantastic shape. For 106,000 miles, the torque panels look amazing. The seats, same thing. Our seaters are in great shape, the original buckets. So we have just a little bit of wear right there on that cord. Other than that, the bucket seats are great. The retractable seat belts. It's got the original cord still here. The chrome trim, you can see it's just a little bit yellowed. Headrests are in great shape. There's no cuts on the headrest. Sorry about that. Both of our interior lights work in the back.
Hey, windows, when I rolled the windows up too, after I put the top up, all the windows rolled up great.
They did? Oh, good.
Yeah, and they fit good too, so. Hood tack, did you guys see that? That's working.
Yep, brand new hood tack. It's all wired in properly. It's running about 1,000 RPM. Might be just idling just a little bit high. We did go ahead and rebuild the carburetor, Dalton. We also hooked up the kickdown, so hopefully that's all working properly today. The light on the hood tack's working.
Awesome.
So everything's working, I mentioned here, except for the factory clock. 106,000 mile car. Now, I kind of mentioned I've owned this car a couple times before. I think I first owned this car about 5 or 6 years ago. So I sold it to a couple of my good customers. They've had it for a couple years, traded it back in on something else. And this is the third time that I've owned it. So I'm really glad we went ahead and put the new springs on all 4 corners and hood tack and spoiler. I wish I would have did it the first time.
You should have, yeah. I mean, it really changed the whole car.
Yeah.
I mean,
when I first owned this the first time, about, you might even remember this, but we took this car, I think I took you and your 2 brothers and we went up to Waterloo. I put about 180 miles on it. We went to the parade up there.
Yeah, I do remember that. I couldn't, probably 13.
Yeah, it's been a long time ago. Right before you were a teenager and you didn't want to drive with Dad anymore. But anyway, so this car was just a fantastic car back then, the way it drove, and I'm sure it's just as nice now.
I mean, and now it's got the look too. Yeah. It's got the drive and it's got the look.
It does. But a fantastic, dependable car.
Yeah. I mean, I was shocked at the difference that hood tack and spoiler made, and especially with lowering it too. I mean,
here's our wipers too, so brand new blades. I mean, it's kind of raining, you can just tell there's no streaks there. Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Wow.
Sounds nice. Sounds great.
It puts you right back in your seat too.
Our brakes are perfect. We got powered discs on the front. No pull left or right. Steering is nice. Like I said, gas gauge works. The only thing that doesn't work, I mentioned the clock, and I think the cigarette lighter don't work either. Tranny shift's awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Nice car.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
That's only 85 mile an hour. Here's our brakes. Let's just try our brakes, guys, on a fast stop.
They definitely work, don't they?
Yeah, they work great.
Yeah.
They don't throw you through the windshield, but yet they don't pull left or right either. So, Jack did fix the kick down nice.
Wow. And that exhaust just screams.
It does. It screams muscle all the way.
Oh my gosh. I went from feeling, honestly, not really liking this car much right when it came in. I mean, just because it didn't really have the look.
It had the color.
It had the color, but it didn't have the look. And after we did that, I mean, my whole outlook on the car changed. And right now, driving it, it helped even more. I mean, this car is amazing. Wow. If you do yourself a favor, guys, go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. I'll include the link in the description of this video as well. Check this thing out. You'd be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't. Fantastic car.
One thing I want to add, guys, we're doing 70 mile an hour, 72 right now down the highway, and it's running 2,400 RPM. So our rear end gears are really nice for cruising.
Yeah, they are.
There again, drops it right down to second at 70.
Wow.
Back up. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Wow, wow, wow. Great car, great color, great stance, and a great price. Go check it out.